I remember when I was really young, my sister and I would have fights. We're super close, but sisters fight. And I remember I would get so mad at her that I would say, I don't like you very much right now. I was smart enough to say right now because I knew that I loved her. Even though I had this intense rage, it didn't mean I didn't love her. Despite what my emotions felt, I knew that I loved her. We live in a culture that focuses so much on our feelings and our heart. Follow your heart. If this person makes you feel good, then pursue that relationship. Whether it's romantic or a friendship, if they don't make me feel good, I can just dump them. The new Frozen Broadway musical has this really cool scene between Anna and Kristoff. It's called What Do You Know About Love? So Anna has just been engaged to Hans, and she has all of these awesome feelings towards him. He's handsome and such a stud. And she meets Kristoff and she tells him that she's engaged, and he's like, what are you thinking? You just met this guy. So in this song, What Do You Know About Love? Anna says that love is the one thing that has zero complications, and I can trust my gut. Kristoff responds by like, what do you think? No, love is not something that you get. It's work and tears and sweat. It's not something that I can feel and it'll be worthwhile. It has to be something that I have to work towards. Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it? Our hearts, they lead us astray. Our emotions are not something that we want to base something as important as a relationship on, because our emotions are receptors. If I touch this leaf, my pain receptors will tell that it's a leaf. But if I touch this flower, it tells me that it's a flower. My receptors, they tell me different things depending where I place my finger. And it's the same thing with emotions. I'm not always going to feel ushy-gushy towards this person. Sometimes they're going to make me mad. But that doesn't mean I don't love them. But our culture has put so much emphasis on the emotions. But our hearts are desperately sick. And we can't rely on that. Love is a commitment. It's a choice. It's an action. It's not something that we always feel. And sometimes we do. Sometimes we do feel like loving that person. But more often than not, it's when we have to lay down our desires and sacrifice for that person. We don't want to sacrifice for them, but it's a choice that we make because we know that it's worth it. Jesus Christ, he laid down his life for us while we were sinners. Well, we were just indifferent towards him. We were hostile towards him. We hated him. But he gave his very life to redeem us. He loved us so much. Not because he felt all gooey towards us. No. He had to go through so much. He sacrificed himself, but his love for us is so deep that he went through that. When we lay down our wants and desires for that other person, even if we don't feel like it, that connection is so much deeper. If I have laid myself down for that person, that's a love that's not easily shaken. Our love is not about what we can get. Ultimately, it's about demonstrating the gospel and honoring God. When we lay ourselves down for that person, whether we feel like it or not, we're showing the gospel. And that's what a true, meaningful relationship is all about.